Good afternoon, families. It is Sunday, May 14th, 2023, and I am coming to you with our updated vlog for the week of May 14th. First off, our top two. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, aunts, grandmas, and amazing women in our lives that help us be as amazing as we can and do all the amazing things that they do. Number two, our Urban Ecology Center field trip is this Tuesday, May 16th. So thank you for all the return permission slips. I've sent a chaperone confirmation to the adults that will be joining us. So please respond to let me know that you received it. I also just want you to know that just thank you for everyone that checked the I'd like chaperone box. I appreciate it. I did my very best to be fair. And please dress yourself if you're a chaperone or your student for the weather, as we are going to be outside. And now let's get into the vlog points for the week. So thank you to our amazing Lake Bluff PTO for a wonderful book fair and screen-free week activities. We had a fantastic time. We went to the book fair as a class. I saw a few families and students at the ice cream truck social on Thursday after school, and I was really happy that the weather was cooperative. Getting into our week. This last week in phonics and reading, we were looking through our fourth long vowel pattern, long E, silent E. We practice finding high frequency words in our workbook, such as things like the, look, her, she, he, to, the number 2, and made and find. We also practice some independent reading within our workbook, and then read a nonfiction story called The Life Cycle of Chickens. In science this week, we continued our investigation into the 5 senses with our sense of smell. We learned that our brain detects and identifies smells with smell receptors, which are neurons, within our nose. And we breathe in, there are tiny particles of smell chemicals that are in the air that our brain interprets based on how much we breathe in, how much are there, and how often we smell those smells. In our classroom, we had 7 mystery smell containers that had very unique scents, such as strawberry, peppermint, orange, coffee grounds, kind of in the middle, and then salt, banana, fresh cut onion. Fun fact, olfaction, which is the smell word in fancy science terms, actually is our sense that has the strongest connectivity to memory, which is why when you think of things that have strong smells, they trigger memory quickly. In math, we reviewed place value and part-whole relationships by representing teen numbers in number bonds and number sentences. So that's 10 and some ones. So 13 would be 110 and then a group of 3, 10 and 3, 13. We did this as well using story problems to kind of connect things to real life situations. Especially because a lot of the concepts about numbers and parts is an abstract representation. So our stories were always about 10 things and then a few more to represent, and it reinforced that understanding of teen numbers. And things that we did were like making bracelets or cooking, apples, things like that. So stuff that you might experience and get around to in the real world. In our reading, we started reading poetry this week from the likes of Shel Silverstein. We talked about how poetry, songs, and stories are all expressions of the writer and can have many, many forms, including free-form poetry, rhyming poetry, haiku, and that all these different styles are also part of the different purposes that someone might write a poem for. I may have read a poem about the importance of taking out the garbage. So you're welcome if that somehow managed to land its way back at your family. But other than that, it was a pretty fantastic week. Weather's getting warmer. We've been getting to go outside without our coats on, which is pretty exciting. So it's been pretty fantastic. I hope your weekend has found you enjoying a little bit of outside time. I hope if you have allergies, they're not so terrible, because I've heard that they are if you've got them. And I look forward to seeing you this next coming week, and have a wonderful rest of this amazing Mother's Day if you are celebrating, and I will see you on the next vlog.